It's a UFC Fight Night. Rodriguez versus Lemos, Sunday on ESPN2.
We'll replace him at the strong safety spot for the Jags. Second down and 2 for the Broncos. They're on 46. I would take a shot here, but that's me. I'm an aggressive play caller. Handoff to Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down, and he's in the Jacksonville territory. Andre Cisco made the stop. Pick up a 9 for Gordon. Back to what you're talking about, Russ.
Yeah, so their quarterback coach is Clint Kubiak, who's Gary Kubiak's son, longtime NFL coach. He's like one of the founding fathers of this offense. As Denver gets to a little tempo, everything starts with the foundation. This is the play. What are we doing versus every single coverage? And that's where right now there's a disconnect between Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson.
Stay on the ground with Gordon. No, Gordon and Murray have been effective so far running the football.
That's Clint right there. I mean, guys, they teach these guys, hey, if we get, dragon, which is drag slant versus middle field closed zone, what's your read? Versus middle field closed open, what's your read? Too high. You have to have such a nuanced understanding of this offense. It's demanded, and that's a big part of what's lacking.
Second down and 7. Russ motioned the impressive rookie tight end Greg Dulcich into the slot. Dulcich's been a factor since coming off IR. Straight ahead, Gordon. Stopped by Trayvon Walker. Walker, the number 1 overall pick in this most recent NFL draft.
Look, there's been a lot of talk about Trayvon Walker, right? When he came out in the draft, we were on the desk talking about him out there in Vegas. Would he be a good enough pass rusher? We knew that he is a fantastic athlete. Ran 4.51 at almost 285 pounds. I mean, he's a freak show now from an athletic standpoint, and he's starting to come along. Mike Caldwell, the defensive coordinator, says that, look, it's gonna soon just explode for him. He's been close, but he's been real solid against the run. You saw it right there.
Third down on a long yard. Handoff, Latavius Murray for the surge. Yeah, let's see where they spot him here. Looks like he's spotted just short.
I'll tell you,
fourth down.
Roy Robertson Harris just absolutely destroyed Eric Saubert right there at the point of attack. That's what happened. Came off the ball, put Saubert on his back.
They're going to get a measurement here, I think. The official said, now it's an injured player down too.
I mean, it was, yeah.
Where is this? The ball for Latavius Murray looked like he was reaching it past. That 35-yard line, which is right about where they have to go gain, and it's right now marked about 6 inches short.
Andrew Beck comes up slowly.
Watch, as Murray's going to get hit right there. There's that reach. Doesn't it look like it gets to the 35-yard line?
Where was his knee? Was his knee on the ground, though?
You have to go for this.
Down.
If you're Denver, you have to go.
Still at 5:30 Q2. This is big. I mean, this is big for their confidence, right?
4th and inches. Russ, the sneak. And looks like he has it. Russell Wilson leading across the line.
Well, there's one of the easy things, Dan. Quarterback sneak. Successful conversion. I mean, but you know what? It's a win. You hear the crowd. I mean, the Denver crowd here, they're just like, okay, good. Now we get a fresh set of downs. Let's see if we can score some points. I mean, it's hard to believe that with this weaponry that they have on the perimeter of this.
That's it. 100 points even on the season. 8 offensive touchdowns in 7 games. Here's Montrell Washington. Good stop. Darius Williams picked up a yard. Washington was one of the darlings of training camp as a return man. Actually wound up taking a spot in the wide receiver room, too.
I mean, it's a nice play by Darius Williams, who comes over from the Rams, Super Bowl champion, but God bless. Cortland Sutton, 6'4", 220, probably their biggest and most physical guy on the perimeter, just completely whiffs on this block. I'm not calling this play to hit a home run. I'm calling this play to get 6 or 7 yards, and we got -1, -2. That's terrible for our offense.
Those simple, easy things,
Yeah,
huh?
man.
2nd and 9.
Not so simple.
Nothing's easy. Russell out of the gun. Good pocket for him. Finds Gordon. And he's stopped after a short game. Tyson Campbell had the interception earlier. Good defensive play, unassisted tackle.
Yeah, they try to get a double move. Jerry Jeudy up top, one-on-one. They try to go with a slant and go. It's not there. I actually like that from Russell. Credit the offensive line with the protection. Mike Caldwell's defensive unit, the defensive coordinator for Jacksonville, hangs back. 3rd down. This is, Russ, you got points right now, so no crazy sack or anything like that. But I'm telling you, if this rush gets home, I'd love to see him go use his feet and play with instincts.
3rd and 7. Just outside the 31.
Just keep an eye on Arden Key again, rushing over Dalton Reisner. You see him looping inside right here.
Jags rush 5. Wilson unloads and finds Jeudy inside the 10. Wilson to Jerry Jeudy. Pick up a 25.
You got man-to-man coverage. Great job on that offensive line. Lou, you mentioned Arden Key just picking up the pressure, and then a beautiful job by Russell. Hang. Now watch Jeudy. Seam down inside. Pretend like you're going to run the crosser. Stick your right foot in the ground and break away.
Yeah, you know what? Darius Williams, we're just talking about him. He's making some good plays. One of the better slot corners in the NFL this year. Just stay outside leverage. He's just going to run a little corner route. You're right there by alignment.
Pitch it to Jeudy. Trying to get there, and he does. Jerry Jeudy. Wilson to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos are on the board.
Man, I love this. You get your players the ball out in space, but watch Hamler and then watch Melvin Gordon. Beautiful job. KJ Hamler, you got to go get the safety. Melvin Gordon, you got to go get that corner, and Jeudy goes untouched. Great job. Use that jet motion, little flip from Russell Wilson. He gets speed out in front.
Nice job by Dulcich as well, just getting enough of Trayvon Walker on the edge to where he can't get penetration.
Brandon McManus, the extra point.
2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the
Keeps the Broncos in the game.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, you're right. There's that Dulcich block right there on Trayvon, right?
He took it in the chin.
But that's all we want.
Just enough. Just enough to where Trayvon can't disrupt the play. And Jerry Jeudy, look, that you're talking like, again, I mean, these guys are so talented. Judy's so quick. KJ Hamler is so fast. I mean, Cortland Sutton's a monster. You've got to be able to score more points with these guys, man.
Lou, you know what I often say? Football is a very simple game that we overcomplicate. That drives it perfectly. Just get your guys the ball. Allow them to go kind of earn their paycheck.
And Russ starts cooking. That goes to a touchdown pass. 6 straight completions for Russell Wilson.
I don't know if that's cooking. That's just throwing it in the microwave, you know, heating up a little TV dinner.
The way
but
he started.
It's good, though. We'll take it.
6 straight completions.
You'll take it, right? You'll take it.
And an exhale by Denver,
Oh,
right?
God bless.
To relax for a second.
Look, that was a nice route by Jeudy against Darius Williams. Nice throw and catch there. And then, you know what? It's a great job by Coach Hackett of saying, look, I'm going to ride the hot hand.
Yeah,
Jeudy looks like he's a guy who's going to make some plays for us here today. Let's get him that little tap pass and let him go on in the end zone.
Brandon McManus.
Judy's the guy that came off 7 for 96 last week, probably his best game of the season. Right now, Denver, if you're Nathaniel Hackett, you're sitting there going, only shot we got to win this game, or our best shot to win this game, is to make sure 10 touches the ball a bunch more.
Against the kicking team, 5-yard penalty.
Except penalty against the kicking team there.
Look, if you're Jacksonville now it's important that after the fast start and you have a lot of feel-good things happening to you, look, this is where things start getting sideways for this football team. They started fast, scored first in 6 or 7 games, and then they started having trouble. End of game, end of half, fourth quarter. First and third quarter, beautiful. Second and fourth quarter, not so good. They need to buck that trend here and answer this right now.
Have you guys seen a lot of delay of games on a kickoff after a touchdown? I mean,
I think part of it is an offensive play caller, head coach, right, that you're going over that previous drive.
Hasty's back there. for a return. Good speed. Burst up beyond the 30-yard line. You know, when you struggle, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, you have the worst record in the NFL the last couple of seasons, 1-15 and 3-14. You get the pick in the first round a lot.
Yeah, and you get your choice of some real good players. I mean, you had Travis and Trevor there on the screen before this, Trayvon and Devin Lloyd. We haven't really talked about Devin Lloyd much out of Utah, but he's one of the most productive linebackers in the NFL against the run and the pass. But there's talent. You can almost kind of stumble your way into getting some good players considering where they had picked. But now it's just about getting them together and getting them to produce.
Lawrence throwing off the fingertips of Christian Kirk. Kirk has been held off the score sheet to this point. Got a target, no catches.
Yeah, so now we're in situational football, right? You got 2 minutes and 36 seconds into 2-minute warning. So if you're Jacksonville, you don't have to be in crazy 2-minute tempo just yet. And then if you're Denver, who's had their clock management issues, if you get a short completion into a run here, this is when you think about popping a timeout and saving yourself time on the back end. Here comes pressure.
2nd and 10. There it is. It's picked up. It's ETN. And flags come in. Kareem Jackson, the unassisted stop on ETN. Pick up a 5.
I think they're going to get Bradley Chubb with offsides. And if you're Jacksonville, you accept the penalty.
Offside defense, number 55. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That's the 10th penalty against the Broncos.
10?
Look, this defensive line is trying to time up the snap count. Bradley's trying to get off the ball, trying to produce another big play here. Look, Dan, you talked about the fact that there's still time left here in this second quarter. Maybe the offense can get a shot at it. You just got to be smart about it.
2nd and 5. Able to zip it in there. There's Christian Kirk. His first catch, and he approaches midfield. Pickup of 11.
So you're getting this empty set, right? And you got him, Christian Kirk, out with a linebacker, so he's in the slot. You give him a chance to work. Now you can get into your 2-minute offense.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in this first half. In London, Jaguars enjoying a 10-7 lead over the Broncos.
Okay, hear me out. With the power of Visa, an official sponsor of the NFL, anyone can change the game. You, me, Derrick Henry, and these kids. Derrick's using Visa to load up the next generation with the gear they need to be just like their football heroes. They're going to be tackling and blocking and stiff arming anybody they can get their little hands on. They're going to be champions. One day. Visa, an official